So yeah, let's roll some diceinanger. This is Curse of Strahd into Castle Ravenloft.
Here you go.
It, boys.
Yeah.
Turning back now.
No. So when we last left you, you had marshalled some forces. You had a small force of 20 odd. Should have got my notes ready. 400 now.
I thought it was like 300.
Yeah, no. It was 27 militia remaining. You have Van Richten, Mordenkainen, and Esmeralda with you as well. For my money, gentlemen, unless you've any other business, you arrive at the outskirts of Castle Ravenloft as we start the session. Unless you wanted to do anything else.
Nah.
Okay. So, this is, I think this is official art of Castle Ravenloft. Start reading you some shit out. So, the weather, as it has been for a few days now, is foul. The rain started and hasn't stopped for these 2 days, and there seems to be a constant threat of thunder and lightning as the dim and dreary place of Barovia now becomes wet, damp, and the fog is thicker. The Tower of Argynvost Holt, the light is still occasionally cutting through the mist as you approach the castle, and it does give you a little bit of heart as the lighthouse styled light just flashes across Ravenloft, Castle Ravenloft, as you approach. But let me read you the official courtyard. Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Actually, you're not in the courtyard yet. Let me read you the other bits. Backtrack. Bear with. Gates. Gates of Ravenloft. After winding through the forest and croggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. A lowered drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway of the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you, out of their hollow eye sockets, and grin hideously. A rotten wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open door. So as you start to approach, your small band slows down considerably. You have had had to give them quite a few morale boosts in the past, and it looks like the mother of all stirring speeches is now required to get them through the threshold. Who wishes to address them?
That's not me.
I'm not that charismatic.
I can't see
Am
the
I?
artwork, Dave. We're not. Have you put it up yet? Like pretty pictures.
Have you got that one?
Huh?
Is it not there?
I've just got a black screen.
Yeah, I've only got a black screen as well.
Helps if I make
there
it
we
visible
go.
to you. There you go. So you're just this winding track. You're just on the outskirts here. As the men and women of your militia start to slow down, and they're looking at each other as if to suggest, was this the wisest action?
I mean, you can't blame them, can you?
I hope not.
Because I'd be
Damian
looking at
would.
that going, this is a silly idea.
You are?
I'd be looking at this castle. If this is the imagery, I'd be looking at that going, I think this is a bad idea.
I think Damien would step forward in front of everybody, and he'd turn back and look at everybody, and he'd be like, "Men, women, comrades, friends. You have spent your whole lives living in oppression and fear because of the monster that dwells within this castle. And now is your chance to liberate yourselves of his evil and tyranny. I ask you to muster all of the courage you have within to finally put an end to this foul creature. People will become hurt. Lives may be lost, but together we shall do this."
Guidance.
Okay, let's roll that dice then. So we're going to go with let's go with persuasion then. First roll of the night is a charisma roll.
Oh,
What happened? What happened?
it was a 2.
Oh.
It's a 4. I don't think I don't have inspiration either. I can't re-roll it. It's fucked.
Oh.
What was that? Is it South Park where he goes, "Well, I like him. Yeah, I like him too." Or was it Team America? I can't remember.
Okay, so at this, what's going to happen now then is there's going to be another a peal of thunder. There's lightning splits the sky, and stood on the edge here, on the precipice of these, what you can see in front of you is sort of 3 towers. You've got this sturdy looking, what looks like sort of possibly a main bracing tower, a tall tower. In here you can see sort of a reddish glow through the windows every now and again, and it seems to pulse. And this is another tower, but on the corner here, as this lightning strikes, you hear a gasp from your small force as you spin round and see Strahd on top of his nightmare, just stood watching, and this bolt of lightning lights him up and this fiendish horse as a lot of your militia force turn and run. So you've got 20. I mean, you rolled 4, dude.
Oh, shit, it is dog shit.
Yeah. So what I'm going to ask for is I'm going to ask for a D20 roll. You can either roll it yourself, Jake, or you can nominate someone to roll, and it'll be a death saving throw. If you fail, they all run, all 27. If you pass, you roll 4, dude. I will say that 4 of them stick around. No, that seems unfair. 7 of them stick around.
13.
13. Okay. So, so what we'll have is the Dusk Elves stay, but all of the militia that you summoned from Vallaki now just turn tail and just flee. And they're downing tools. They're downing any sort of form of weaponry that they've got. And Van Richten and Mordenkainen will, I'm sure you guys would as well, would try and stop them from running, but nothing is going to stop these lads from running. So off they go. So, what's next, gentlemen?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've got loads of new soundboards if you haven't noticed.
Get away.
Who'd have known?
Well, I guess we need to go over the bridge, don't we? And head into the castle. But I think we stick with the original plan. Like, I think we discussed about potentially trying to find Sergei's remains.
Yeah.
And then we've got to protect Irina at all costs. But if she's turned into a vampire, we kill her.
I do enjoy how brutal Damian is.
He's hardened his heart.
Post-traumatic Strahd syndrome, I tell you.
So, sorry, go on.
It's a thing.
Yeah. So the drawbridge itself is as it's down and the portcullis is open with the front door actually ajar with the sort of light of torches from inside. It's easy for you to navigate the drawbridge itself. It's there's the sheer drop. It's 1,000 feet of just, well, you guess 1,000 feet of just death either side as the wind's howling and blowing, but you do get across without too much problem. Inside the portcullis, a thick cloud fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as the thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames flutter on each side of the keep's main doors. Warm light spills from the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. So the courtyard itself is completely empty. You're now within the walls of Castle Ravenloft itself, with the main keep in front of you. A lot of the walls, it's open ground with the main structure right in front, and the doors are open. You can see, now that you're inside the grounds, other than the front door, you can see to the left and right, it looks as if the walls, that there's enough space inside, easily enough space for a horse and carriage or something to go to either side. Well, there's the main door.
So we just try. So now we're in the courtyard. Does it look like it's literally only one entrance to the castle?
That you can see, yes.
Is it worth maybe having a quick scout around, see if we can find anything like? I take it's almost like there's the main castle, and there's almost like an outer bailey lock in terms of like castle walls around it.
Yeah, so castle walls all the way around this main keep. You do, as you have a quick shufty round sort of to the left and the right of the castle, you can see that the main walls, and it's this big rectangular outer walls, you can see that the main keep itself is connected to the main walls are connected to the keep with portcullises to the left and the right, and those portcullises are currently closed. Through the portcullis on the left-hand side, as you're looking at it, so that would be the north side, you can see what looks like, and through the fog you can't really see much, but you can see what looks like a carriage house. And there's nothing on the south side.
And there's no one around.
Nothing. No one. Now that after the initial appearance of Strahd on top of the nightmare, he's made himself scarce again as the light was the night was lit up again by lightning.
Shall we go through the double doors then, if there doesn't look like there's any other like sub entries?
Okay, straight through.
Yeah.
So the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches in iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. As you approach the front doors, they suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall, which is obviously some kind of entry. And you can hear the sound of organ music coming from inside the castle. In front of you is a set of double doors which appear to be closed. Overhead is a vaulted entry, and inside you can see 4 statues of dragons that glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
Perception. Can I do a perception check? See if I can pick up on anything else, more details about the room.
Sure.
I don't like it. It's natural 3 for a 13.
So nothing stands out in terms of nothing seems to be moving. There's no obvious other light sources, no other smells, nothing that's telling you anything is overly suspicious. So if I could just summarise then, as you've walked through the front doors, these front doors have opened up. You've got these big columns of vaulted room, statues of dragons above you with a sealed double doors in front of that.
And we can hear organ music.
You can hear organ music coming from further inside the castle.
I cast Divine Sense just in addition, Dave.
Sure. I believe it lasts for a little while as well.
Duration. It doesn't say duration.
Oh, okay. Is it just a ping? Just an instant thing?
Celestial Fiend, undead within 60 feet, and not behind total cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing pinging other than the usual. And the walls, you would know the walls are thick enough that if anything's behind them, and you could even go up to the door itself, nothing pings as obviously. A miss. So you four guys are going to take the lead. Everyone else is kind of either going to flank round you or follow. So you've got the 7 Dusk Elves now are sort of looking around nervously. They're all keeping their weapons closely guarded. They're kind of with you to the end now. Mordenkainen is looking around. Van Richten similarly.
In terms of, if we remember rightly, that we needed to potentially find Strahd's tomb anyway, didn't we, below the castle? Well, that was part of the script, wasn't it, to end him?
You think about the last card reading.
Kind of, but no, like, because that was within the castle model, wasn't it? We found his diary.
Yeah.
Which is I think that's the one from May, where it's just like, I was the warrior, I was the good, I was the just.
All I can hear is Admiral Akbar in my head.
Just
Yeah, so in fact, because was that a to scale model of his castle?
the one that you found, yeah. Yeah.
So in fact, we would know what was beyond these doors, then, wouldn't we?
Yeah. In fact, that's very true, Sam. So beyond these doors, you're going to have to remind me. Did you take it all apart?
Was there a book inside it and you took it apart to get it?
It was the diary, wasn't it?
book
And
out,
then
yeah.
there was
Okay.
that thing that gave Sam a wisdom bonus.
Because you're not going to be able to remember the whole castle.
No, yeah, I appreciate not remember everything, but even just a general layout.
Yeah. So the general layout that you got is this place was seemingly designed by a madman. There are places, there's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no a particular flow to a lot of it. So access to a lot of the towers isn't as straightforward as you walk into a room, there's doors that branch off. Oh, that's that tower, up I go. So it was difficult for you to keep a track of. But you can remember that beyond this is what looks like an entryway. So it's possibly one of the biggest rooms in the castle. And from there, to the north, there's a set of stairs which lead up and round. And you remember that leading to what almost appeared to be like a throne room. And to the south, on this main floor, on this ground floor, it's south and then turning back to the west, what looked like some kind of grand dining hall. Straight over from the grand entry, you were getting closer towards the Ravenloft chapel, which is located on the east side at the rear of the building. You can remember a walkway in between, external walkway that you've already seen from outside, going between two of the tallest towers. Yeah, but I don't want to give you too much more because it'll ruin the exploration of Castle Ravenloft.
So we know if the wedding's going on, it's in front and off to the right, or the east.
More-
Sorry, did you say the east?
Possibly. It depends,
It's going
because
to be a
if
chapel.
yeah,
Because do we know
That's-
how many more days were left?
it's today.
Right. We said that if we were going to put an end to Strahd, though, we need to do it properly, don't we? Like, if we're going to, like, there's every other time somebody's tried to kill him, it's not worked for whatever reason. Like, they've defeated him and he's gone for a bit and then he comes back. But, like, there's a possibility that we can finally end him. But I think it's linked with the thing that actually made him, which is his story with Tatiana and then his brother Sergei, and there's something to do with the Sun Sword. I'm gonna get the Sun Sword out,
Mhm.
and you know the Sun Sword's got like it's got its sentient, like it's like sentient.
Yeah.
I guess like Damian would ignite the Sun Sword.
Okay.
And I guess he'd probably speak to the sword and he'd say like, what, you know, I know that this place has ill omens, but can you sense any light within?
So from the sword itself, the only thing that you've ever got back is sort of emotions.
Mm.
And the main emotion that you're getting at the minute, as you grasp the sword, you're getting a mix of excitement and anger coming back. And as you ask questions, as you address the sword, it kind of flips its anger to something a little bit more passive. So and you very much get the impression it's acknowledging the fact that you're asking it questions. But then it goes back to excitement. It's wanting you here. But I don't see how it... I'm not entirely sure what else it could do to communicate any more in terms of emotions.
I guess like Damien would probably turn and kind of say like, I guess this place has deep memories for you.
Okay, so again you get peace. And then back to excitement.
Screw it. Brungrik's going to walk up and push on the doors in front of him.
Okay. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of the great dusty hall, dimly lit by spluttering torches in iron sconces in the room beyond. The torches cast odd shadows. Across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles, squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand to the east. The north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ music. And the music, which is coming from the south, is... I was trying to think what I was going to have played, and I'm going to go with the classic... Dun, 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 dun.
From the opera.
I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like a Hammer horror type score. But that is, as you're sort of looking around and wondering what to do, it then goes into the bridal song, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and then it becomes a little bit more sinister. Back to something. I mean, it's this grand organ music that's coming from it, so it's spooky as hell.
I guess like Damian would look at the others and he'd be like, "Do you think the ceremony's started?"
Quite possibly.
Is it worth us scouting ahead to see if it has? Or maybe we are what he's waiting for.
We're here now. We're committed. Let's get on with it. Let's go to the obvious place first.
But we need to make sure that if we do destroy him, he doesn't come back. We need to end his tyranny once and for all. We can't just let it pass for a time. Otherwise, all those who have died in vain.
Right, so I'm going to update your map a little bit. This is your entry. This is the great entry. Stairs going up into darkness. 2 double doors, which you're aware, you're pretty sure it leads to another corridor which goes to the chapel, and then to the south is where the organ music's coming from. And this is, if I remember correctly, this is to scale. So if you see, I've only put Brungrik on for now. This place is huge. Absolutely massive.
Shall we commit the D&D cardinal sin?
Split the party.
Not now.
Jake, that idea is about as good as your idea of opening doors.
It normally works out all right. Thank you very much. Right. Let's carry on, because we need to make sure Irene's
So
okay.
I'm still waiting for the map to load. Sorry.
All right. Light flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an archway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armour, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in the shadow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the door, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall. So let me just take Brungrik. There we go. Are we any closer? Oh, it's telling me 5 of 5 should have loaded. Yeah, so main entry.
Yep.
That's the 4 dragons. This is the 8 gargoyles. Stairs up. Corridor leading to the chapel. That's the stairway, and that's the suit of armor. That's where the echoes are currently coming from. Where the organ music is currently coming from.
Is there anything special about the suit of armor?
It's plate mail, plate armor, archaic, and unlike the rest of the building, it's particularly well cared for. It's clean, whereas everything else is dusty, covered in cobwebs. Did you want to?
Is it literally just a suit of armor?
Say again, sorry.
Is it literally just a suit of armor, or is it a depiction of
just a suit of armor, a well-oiled, well-maintained, functional-looking set of plate armor?
Can I cast detect magic?
Hmm?
Hang on. Let me check. I've got it, Dave. I haven't got it.
I have though.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
It armor's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plan?
Is there any sort of
Well-
investigation I can roll on it?
Yeah, you can have a look over it if you wish. Investigation or perception. No, it's got to turn sooner or later, Sam. I mean, there's nothing obvious about this. You
Two
would
threes.
I love how distrustful we've become of Dave over the years. This is probably just a random suit of armor, but yet we're fucking going over it like a fine-tooth comb.
But it's not. It's not just that though. Is it worth putting on? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've got
fair play,
detect,
mate. Yeah.
I've got detect magic. I've only got one use of it, but I could use it.
So let me cover the perception check first. Then it is as it appears to be, in your opinion. Brungrik would have been well, most of you would have been around sets of armor. This is just someone's armor that they've maintained and kept. It's almost, I mean, 13's not high, but I will say it's sort of habitually cleaned. This is possibly a warrior's set of armor that they have kept in good nick in case it's ever needed.
Shall we take it? Stick it in
Take
the bag
it.
of holding.
It's yours.
Who wants it?
Because at least they've then not got the armor.
Can somebody use it? One of you two. I can't use heavy armor. I can use medium armor.
I can't use it. It doesn't. It
Can't.
ruins my. It makes my defense actually worse.
Well then, yeah, stick it in the bag of holding.
Okay. I'll open up the bag of holding and start putting in there.
Yeah, sure. So there's a fair amount of clattering going on now, but nothing else is disturbed. Nothing else happens while you're doing
the elves
this.
can use the armor, can they?
They can do.
None of the dusk elves can use the armor, can they?
What? Oh, I like where you're going from. If you want to stick one of them in a set of plate armor, you certainly can do.
Might as well if it's there. AC's
as
AC,
long as
isn't
it's
it?
not accessible to somebody else. I guess the advantage with it being in the bag of holding is it's like it can't even be. It's in like a vacuum, isn't it? So.
Well, donning a set of plate armor, it's going to take you a good. I'm not sure what the rules say, but let's say 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a chunk in it.
Yeah. Wanging it in the bag of the holding, nicking it and wanging it in the bag of the holding is going to take a couple of minutes. So you could.
Let's just wang it. Wang it and wang it.
Wanged. Okay. Yeah, like I say, nothing else seems to happen. And this, whoever is playing the organ, it's quite masterfully done. But we're going through different tunes. We've gone from the wedding march to the hammer horror. And then I'd like to think at one point he does he goes into orchestral or an organ version of Muse Plug-in Baby. And all that, and it's masterfully done. And then there's a song from Damian's childhood, from something that you've heard before around the campfires played on viols.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl.
It's
I'm a Barbie girl.
It's yellow polka dot bikini, but it's stirring, and straight away Damian's sort of taken back to his childhood as this sort of Vistani tune comes out, and then it goes into and then and then he'll throw in a little bit of dramatic Beethoven just for good measure.
toying with us. They know we're here.
But surely the wedding's going to be in the chapel, right? So should we head straight to the chapel rather than deal with the organ music, or
Part of me
We're
wants
going
to shut them up.
Yeah, let's do it.
you want to shut him up? Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
Logic
there
would
because
dictate
I guess
if you
the other
take
thing
down
is
the
we're looking
organist,
to
you
go.
can't walk down the aisle, can they? Because
Yeah,
what they're
see?
going to walk down the aisle to.
We were gonna look. We were gonna look underneath the castle as well. So we were gonna go into, hopefully, potentially find a crypt.
Just
I
while
was
I think
thinking if we
about it.
start getting us into scrap before Strahd, we've got no long rest that we can have. We've got obviously short rests, probably not. So we want to be in the best shape we can be.
I think this is going to be maximising short rests. I think
Mm.
if we need it.
Let's take you up to the doors. Then. So you're going through the doors towards the organ music. Okay. Let's. I know. It was one of those moments where I thought I'm going to tell them to shut up when I say the word organ, but no, I'm gonna see how they respond. Right. So let me just double check I'm on the right description. Try not to rip my book. Okay. As you enter this room, 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the centre of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods, roasted beasts basted in savoury sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal silver goblet filled with amber liquid and a delicate, tantalising fragrance. At the centre of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Thank you, gentlemen, for being adults. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops as a deep silence falls over the dining hall. It slowly turns to you as you see Strahd sat casually, as he will say, "Greetings, gentlemen. Your visit here has been long expected and overdue. Please, sit. Eat."
No. He doesn't say that. I guess he'll look at his wrist and say, "So what time's the wedding?"
All in good time, Master Valkyn. Please do me the courtesy. Mordekainen, Van Richten, Esmeralda, and all of your guests, please. There is enough space for us all.
See, you know, if Theron was still alive, this would be a proper like Leroy Jenkins moment. It was like, but he's not.
No
He's
time
dead.
for your
There's
false
no balls.
gestures.
Brungrik is chomping at the bit.
Oh.
I mean, has anybody got anything to check this food or anything?
No.
Dave,
I'd-
are there any windows?
Not in
or anything out of
here.
this room?
No, in fact, absolutely nothing at all. If because obviously there's what we're going to take it as is there's a pregnant pause, and Strahd very stiff backed. So I'll address. So Valkyn's questioned him. There's a flicker of an eyebrow raise, but he's just sat watching you. Waiting. But there's plenty of time if you want a perception check to have a sort of gander round.
Yeah, because even though he is chomping at the bit, he is a bit more on the old tactical side, isn't he? So he would be sort of getting a feel for the room that they're in, because he's assuming this is going to be the scrap. So he's going to be soaking in all the information he can get about the room as quickly as
Sure.
possible. To...
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be any exits, just the entry that you came through. Natural one. So your quick recce tells you that his eyes, every time you're looking around, he seems to be looking directly at you, and every time you go back to him, the sort of the position of his face looks more and more smug. And he knows that he's winding you up just by sitting there, watching and waiting.
Valkyn's going to sit at the table. Going to have a sniff of the food. Do we need what kind of check would I need? That would it be a perception check?
Well, to sniff food, you don't really need a check. It smells delicious.
But do I smell anything that might be classed as poison or anything sort of?
Okay. So you're a drow assassin. If there's anyone that's going to know about poison, you am it. This smells delicious. There's nothing obviously foul about it. You know that some expensive poisons can mask that effect. So at this point, as Valkyn starts poking around, as Brungrik's looking around, as Strahd is, the rest of you don't really notice him smirking necessarily, but Brungrik is, every time you look at him, he knows. It's almost as if he knows what's going through your mind, and you can just imagine him sitting there thinking, I know what's going through your tiny little mind, dwarf. And he'll say, there is nothing to fear with the food. It is perfectly safe.
We do not have time for your false gestures.
Nothing false about this gesture. This is just common courtesy. You are guests in my home.
You're not a courteous being. You're a monster. And I care not to share a table with you.
So be it. But I can only conclude that you are here on the day of my wedding, that you have accepted the invitation as guests.
And on that note, Damian's going to unsheath the sun sword.
Okay.
And he's gonna show the hilt, and he's gonna turn around like your brother, like you were a guest at your brother's wedding, as he ignites it.
Right, let's have roll intimidation then.
While Damian's doing that, can I use sleight of hand to use? I've got an oil of sharpness to put on my magical dagger.
Done.
Is it a +3 bonus?
It was almost a natural 20. Almost, it literally bounced off. No.
So Strahd will say, the light from the sun sword doesn't seem to be affecting Strahd in the slightest. And Strahd will say, "No, I'm pleased. You have done well. You have found all of the trinkets that I have placed for you to find. You have done very well, and I shall look forward to our final confrontation, where you will either prove yourselves worthy or die. But that is not just now. We are here to talk."
I think at that
Does it look
Barwolf
like-
will go talk to this, and he'll get his bow out and just go straight at his forehead.
Sure. Let's roll initiative.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be a visage.
I don't think it's Strahd personally, but
No.
that's me.
Got a natural one. Oh, I don't know if you want to make that stick, Dave. It's 6. I rolled a natural one.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't roll it on. I just didn't. I rolled it on
Gotcha. Yeah.
D&D Beyond rather than that, so I'm quite happy to stay in the same order.
I rolled a 19 for you, mate. So set initiative 6.
24.
Right. So where's Barwolf? Barwolf, you were lower down. So what we'll do is, if so, you all see, and you all know Barwolf. In terms of initiative order, Valkyn, Brungrik, and Strahd are before Barwolf. So you know what's about to happen. Valkyn, you've used your oil of sharpness. You're first, mate. Did you want to do anything to aid Barwolf? Or do you want to do anything?
I suppose to try and probe Strahd a little bit further, if we can still talk. They were in combat. But with what the guy said, obviously, I don't believe this is Strahd. Try and find if it is.
Well, you can take your turn to have a little bit, ask a question if you wish. We can stretch the boundaries of the initiative order.
You can talk in combat. Look at Star Wars. They're talking for like 5 minutes of it.
I guess it'll move off to the side, I think, and it'll just say to Strahd, if you are devil, if you are Strahd himself, prove yourself. My mind is filled with doubt.
To prove myself. Interesting. How about an offer? How about an offer of revenge for you, Valkyn? What if I told you that these mists that surround Barovia, I cannot pass through them myself, but I can send you anywhere you choose to return and then send you out again to accomplish any task you wish.
What would you ask of me?
The occasional favour. This could be your home. We could work together.
Don't listen to him, Pike.
Don't tell him your name, Park.
And that's what power can you bestow upon me that would grant me such revenge against my enemies?
The power to appear where you wish, and to disappear, and to return. But answer, I don't need your answer now. Let's leave this. As he turns towards Brungrik. So you're next on the initiative order then, Sam. You know Barwolf's going to launch at him any second, but you can still have this sort of discourse, or you could. Well, what do you want to do?
Oh no, he's chomping at the bit, mate. He's going to throw a sacred flame at him. I need a dex save of 18.
Fair. Right. Let's a dex save of 18.
Higher than 18, yeah.
Look at his butthole.
Okay. So this streak of radiant divine fire streaks from the ceiling, passes straight through Strahd and hits the seat, the plush seat that he's sat on. Doesn't have any effect at all as he starts to. We'll meet soon, brother Brungrik. As he just vanishes, completely disappears.
Brungrik then charges forward and swings the greatsword through the chair.
Yeah, so the chair parts into.
Because obviously he's been building up and he's struck.
yes, Sam. You turn it to kindling and fluffiness. So the food on the table remains. I mean, it appeared to be a visage of Strahd, but it's now completely disappeared. This room is empty.
With the type of being that Strahd is, he's playing with us. He will wait for us before he performs his ceremony to marry Irina. I feel like we've got opportunity to explore this castle and hopefully find the final pieces that will end him.
Brungrik's going to turn to Valkyn and really seriously lock eyes on him and be like, "Don't lie to me, elf. You were tempted then, weren't you?" He's still on this sort of anger chain. It's probably not at the same level that it was, moments ago, but he's still peak up there.
Valkyn will say, merely a ploy, my friend. Have faith.
He doesn't say anything, but he has that look of he'll be keeping half an eye now on Valkyn. The party's falling apart already.
Room 3! Woohoo!
I guess, on that note, though, I think Damian would step forward and he'd be like, "I trust Valkyn. Valkyn has been here from the start. Valkyn has suffered at the very hands of Strahd, the same as we all have. What benefit does it? How does it benefit him to change his allegiance now and join him?" And then I think Damian would place his hand on Valkyn's back. "You cannot let us down, brother."
Oh, he's not out of the fight. He's just a bit more cautious.
Shall we go and get out of this room and have a little look round then.
Okay, so back out into the main corridor with the whole posse. I said posse. You have this. Do you want me to force your map as I go, or do you want to keep up with the map yourselves?
Force our map.
Force map. Okay. So, what's say, Jake? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, what's that spiral set of stairs?
These are stairways going up and down. So you've got that to explore. You've got the double doors leading to the chapel, and then you've got these grand staircases going up.
Should we clear the chapel while we're down here?
But then, if the ceremony's happening in the chapel, then that might start the final fight. Strahd's waiting for us to join him for the ceremony, isn't he?
What if we listen into the door and see if there's anyone in the room?
Could do, yeah.
Now that the organ music stopped.
Yeah,
I'm assuming the organ music has stopped.
the organ music stopped now, mate. Yeah, so you've got the background, the occasional rumble of thunder, the flash of light every now and again from. I mean, if you're ever in a room that's so you'd get sort of flashes of light coming from the front door at the minute, but there's sort of you can still hear the howl of the wind and the rain from outside, but nothing else. So we're approaching these doors.
Yeah, just to sort of try and listen to the other side.
Sure. Okay. All going together.
Look through.
Splitting the party. So as you start to move forwards, from above you, you can hear what sounds like the grating of stone as the 8 gargoyles come to life. Let's roll initiative.
Bugger.
I'm assuming the Dusk Elves are still with us.
Yes, I'll pop them on in a minute, mate. We're going to have a lot of initiative rolls for this.
Just getting it for a win.
If only our resident stonemason could have told us these gargoyles were going to come to life.
Dude, I'm rolling shit perception checks. And I have a plus 10. I have a plus 10 perception. I should be nailing this.
I've done this before. Every time I've planned Castle Ravenloft, and the couple of times that I've had party members in, it always seems a lot bigger than it actually is. You look at that suit of armor; that's a lot bigger than you guys.
Yeah.
It feels disproportionate, but I'll stick with it.
That was why I asked the question, because obviously looking on the map, it looks like a giant set of
It
plate mail.
does. Yeah. Right. Let me stick in. I forget which one it is. Let's that one for that was the Mad Magey one. So we'll have that one for now. He's going to be behind you. There's Meralda and then Van Richten. Meralda, pop her that side of Valkyn. And then okay. So Jake, as these gargoyles come to life, you're the first to react.
There's one that's within 10 feet of me.
They haven't started to fly down yet, so they're still up.
Oh, so they're still up on like the sea.
Yeah. They're not on the floor yet.
How far up are they?
I'm going to go a good distance, mate. Let's say, because it's a grand sweeping room, I'm going to say that they are 30 feet up.
Would I know if they count as aberration, celestial, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead?
Would you? Let's have a roll.
On a history check.
Sure.
Oh, 23.
Yeah. So you strongly suspect it's one of two things more likely to be one than the other, either a construct or an elemental. The way that these things are moving as part of the stone with the 23, you suspect elemental.
Okay. I will use my action then to buff myself with protection from good and evil.
Sure.
Which gives me, until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch, so myself, means that I get some advantages against Fae, Fiend, Celestial, or Undead. And Elementals, Fae. Yeah, Aberration, Celestial, Elementals, Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
Sweet. So do they have disadvantage to hit you?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, you keep me reminded of that. Any movement, any bonus?
Not really. I'm gonna pull the blood whip out and let a little cheeky crack off in the air.
Okay. You know what I've not done? I've not stuck the elves on yet, am I? I'm gonna place them around you. I'm gonna stick them on as guards. So what do we say? 7. 1. 2. 6. 7. Make them visible. And then back to initiative. So it would have been that guard first. What he'll do is he's going to charge into the middle of the room and just sort of try and anticipate some attacks. This guy, he's going to do the same. That takes us to Barwolf then, Lewis. What's Barwolf going to do for his first turn?
Gargoyle D, I'll have a shot at him, I think.
A, B, C, D, gotcha.
Yeah. 18.
18 hits.
Cool. 8 point of damage.
Okay.
But I'll also do my ball bags, what's it called? Arcane shot.
Yep.
I think it's called Blast Arrow off the top of my head. I know it's 2d6, can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
So that's 2d6 extra damage, and then whatever's in 10 feet of it also takes 2d6.
Gotcha.
So 7 points of.
Okay. So the one Gargoyle C takes 7 as well, yeah.
Cool. And then I'll fire my second shot at Gargoyle D as well.
Yep.
28.
28 hits.
14.
That's better, mate. Yeah. Okay, 14 damage. Anything else from you?
Yeah, I should have done it earlier. I'll Crimson Right and put flame damage on my thing.
Okay. Are you doing yourself damage?
Yeah.
Yep. Rusty Lewis. We've not played these characters for a while, have we, mate? Staying where you are, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson. Enjoy.
Cool. Am I able to bonus action hide and move behind the pillar? At least from the three.
You're gonna struggle, mate. The torches, you're stood right next to torches. If I'm honest with
behind a pillar, aren't I? They haven't got a line of sight on me.
No, but you're casting a shadow. The torches are flickering. It's very, very light in here as it stands.
All right. Okay. I'll just move next to the guard, and I'll take a pot shot with the bow.
Yeah.
At Gargoyle D.
Okay. What on earth has Gargoyle D done to you all?
Does your assassinate ability kick in?
26 to hit.
26 hits.
They've not gone yet.
Yeah, they haven't gone yet.
So it counts as an auto crit, doesn't it?
Oh, what from the new rule? Because this is are we using the new rules or the old rules debate? So yeah, you can have. Go on then. You can have your. Go on then. Yeah, you can have your crit and your. Because in theory, you've rolled with advantages as well, haven't you? So you can have your. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Where's sneak attack?
Oh.
See. So they seem resistant to the non-magical nature of your attack. With them being
Silvered. The silvered.
Silvered werewolves.
Yep. Nope. Yes, silvered is lycanthropes and devils, but that doesn't seem to make much of a difference.
Fuck off.
Let me just check this. Because I think I've said this to you before. I'm going to try and stick with what it says in here in terms of the rules for Castle Ravenloft as much as I can to give you the full experience. When they attack, yeah, okay. So, is that your turn, Mr. Johnson?
It will be.
Okay.
Got any bonus actions? Sorry. Yeah, that'll be. Oh no, I can bonus action. I can another crossbow. A 10 to hit.
Nice try. No, it doesn't. So Gargoyle A is going to swoop down, and what the book is telling me is when they attack, they create that much of a draft that all light is extinguished. So for those without dark vision, you cannot see. You are in complete darkness. It is a night. So the gargoyle is going to try and attack the guard. Claws. So first attack. Misses. Second attack. That hits. Damage. That takes us to Mordenkainen. Right, I get to play an Archmage now. So he is going to. It's now. See, you know how you've all got post-traumatic Strahd disorder, as you call it. You know what I've got. I've got this thing in the back of my head that says, "Oh, right, I'm about to have a go with an NPC." Sam's automatically thinking that I'm going to do fuck all with it.
I'm waiting with apprehension, Dave.
Baited. Right. So he. Oh, what's he gonna do? Yeah. Okay. Why not? So he's got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going to step up to here, and as he steps forward, he starts to spin his hands round and round as this blue glow appears, and then he's going to thrust it forward. So there's a cone of immense cold. Oh, I'm saying all this. He's human, isn't he? Bollocks. He's not going to do that because he can't see anything. Shit. You know what he's going to do? He's going to cast.
Cast fucking light.
He pretty much has to, mate. He's going to cast light on. Yeah. Don't help Sam. Right, he's going to cast light sources. Where is it? Light spell. Yeah. Okay. So, have you, for those now that haven't, have we all got night vision?
No, I have.
No.
Because me and Andy have.
Oh, right.
I've got it.
I don't know about Lewis. Barwolf.
Have you got it, Lewis?
No.
Ah, okay. Well, you can now see, but you can only see in this glow around that Mordenkainen's produced.
Okay.
Okay. So if you click on your token, can you see anything beyond that? Because I mean, the map might be revealed, but you shouldn't be able to see the tokens.
I can see the circle thing, but I can see more.
Okay, righto. Close enough then. But that, you know what else he'll do then? Is he'll sort of step there as he's holding his staff up to light around you as Gargoyle H has a go. He's going to swoop down to this guard. He's going to have 2 attacks. First one hits 6 damage. Second one hits 5, so that's a total of 11. That guard's down. So 1 guard dead. Gargoyle
strong, aren't they?
G is going to swoop around the back. He's going to try and kill this guard. Hits 4 damage. Second attack misses. For Van Richten. Oh. Okay. He's going to step forward in defense of. He's going to step in front of Esmeralda and attack Gargoyle H as he brings his sword cane to bear. First attack hits. What damage? I don't think. No, yeah. Okay, so 4. Oh, apologies. This is Sam, your go.
So as I understand my blessed strikes, doesn't matter what's going on, it just happens, doesn't it? I'm just intuitively channeling radiant energy through my weapon strikes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have to concentrate on it or anything, do I?
Don't believe so.
Not, the problem is it literally is just 2 lines, so it's when a creature takes damage from one of your cantrip or weapon attacks, you can also deal 1d8 radiant damage to that creature. Once you deal this damage, you can't use this feature again until the start of your next turn.
Sorry, mate. You were asking for an opinion there, were you?
Yeah, because if you go, no, Sam, you need to be able to concentrate to do that, that's going to change my plan.
Okay, say it again then.
Blessed Strikes. When a creature takes damage from one of your cantrips or weapon attacks, you can also deal 1d8 radiant damage to that creature. Once you deal this damage, you can't use this feature again.
Yeah, no, but Blessed Strikes, because so originally you could only apply it to your melee, but now you can do it to one of your to your Sacred Flame, but you can only do it once per turn. It's not a concentration.
Fantastic. Brungrik's a bit pissed after the last room, and he's still very heightened emotionally, so he's going to rage, Dave.
Hey, why not?
With a greatsword in his hands, he's going to rage. And then he's going to charge after Von Richten.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I loop in behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, those gargoyle statues are the ones that are high up, so yeah, don't. So
that should give me advantage on my attack then, shouldn't it?
Correct.
Let's see what happens then. 17
hits. Yep.
For 9 points of damage. Magical. Because it's
14.
+2 greatsword.
14 damage.
And 14 and 4 points of radiant damage.
18.
Hang on.
And you're raging. So it's 20.
+2.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything else?
No. And resistance is you take 5 off, isn't it?
Resistance is half.
Half. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confusing game.
Oh, yeah. No, you take half. So Gargoyle E is going to try and finish this guard off. Actually, no, he's going to attack a fresh guard. First attack misses. Tries to claw, misses. Esmeralda's turn. She's going to step forward and attack the gargoyle. So she's just going to rely on her rapier and hand axe. So rapier hits. 7. Second rapier misses, so 7 so far. Hand axe swings. 7 plus 5 is 12. Guard number 3. He's going to try and help his mate. Where did all the guards go? So many stat blocks open. Just haven't got a guard on here for some reason. Perhaps put him in late. 10 o'clock already. Huh. Where the hell is the guard? Oh, well, let me just roll d20. Rolled a 3, so he's going to miss. Gargoyle D's in trouble. He's got a choice. Wait a minute. D's the one that you've all shot, so he's not in trouble, but he's going to fly in and he's going to attack the guard next to Valkyn. Natural 20.
Ooh.
9. Oh, second attack misses though. That's a lucky guard. Where are you? That guard is going to attack. Yeah. So 13. That's going to miss the gargoyle. Fresh guard number 1. He's going to join in with his mate there. Not doing very well, these guards. That guard's dead. 5. Where are you?
Just less NPCs for you to control, isn't it, Dave?
I tell you what, when you started gathering the militia, I thought, holy shit, that's going to be so many dice rolls.
It must be the one engaged with the gargoyle originally.
Yeah.
The seventh one that stepped up.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm teaching you to suck an egg there, Dave.
No, it's all right, mate. Yeah, no, good man. So that one's going to swoop in there. They've got a fly of 60, so he can get there. Try and finish your man. Which 4 damage? Yeah, he was on 2, so he's going to die. And then it's going to swoop and try and have a go at this one. So he can potentially be... Yeah, he's Gargoyle MVP so far. 6. He was on 3, so he's killed 2. And then 2 gargoyles left. Gargoyle B is still on there. His obvious target is actually going to be Valkyn. So first attack against you, Andy. That's an 8. That's going to miss Valkyn. And 16. Miss. Gargoyle F. Where are you, fella, my lad? He's going to swoop down and attack guards. Natural 20. Right, he's going to kill one outright. And then move round to that one. They're all on the deck now, though. Natural 1. Okay, so start of the next round, Damian.
Damian's going to start swinging his whip around like a crazy motherfucker. He's going to go for Gargoyle left first. For a natural 20.
Nice. That's what we needed, Jake.
That's not bad. 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Let's lay into him again. For a 29. With 14 points of damage.
Okay, nice.
I mean, he's still technically within like actual reach range as well. It's probably going to hurt a little bit, but I'm going to use a bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that's halved. Non-magical attack. Anything else?
Yep.
No, that's Damian done.
Tidy. Barwolf's turn. So everything's illuminated at the minute, though, so we don't have to worry about vision for now.
Thunderbar. Right, where am I? I'm going to have a shot at Gargoyle D again, please.
He really did say something about your mum, didn't he?
He did. 24.
Nice.
So 9 plus 3, 12.
Exactly what you needed to kill him, Lewis. Well done. How does he die?
He just like strikes up his kind of flame arrows. You just see it kind of like burst. It just lets rip and it just blows up into stones.
Nice.
As he does like a dynamic spin around and has a shot at Gargoyle F.
Nice.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah, that'd look cool as well, wouldn't it?
29.
Yes.
11.
11 plus.
It's all in the plus, I think.
5.
He was on 15. How does he die?
Again, similarly, just kind of like turns around and just fires another one and blows the other one off.
Whoa! That awesome round. Anything else, mate?
No.
No. How many arrows have you got left?
Good question. 700 and... No.
To Andy Johnson's turn.
I've got 50.
50.
Normal arrows, 19 silvered arrows,
Plenty then.
10 plus 1 arrows.
Nice.
I've got it all.
Yeah, wicked.
Right. I will bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
From Gargoyle B, and I'll headline to the one next to Brungrik and Unrichten.
Okay.
Big fight with my magical dagger.
Mm-hmm.
$18.
18 hits.
8 points of damage plus sneak attack.
Ooh.
Whoa. 14. How does that one die?
I'll just kind of glide, run, disengage, run, glide, and then jump up, strike it in the forehead with my dagger.
Nice.
It goes cross-eyed and sort of just crumbles.
Excellent. Anything else from you?
No, that's all my actions, I believe.
Okay. Gargoyle A is going to swoop in next to Damian, but he's going to attack the guard, thus giving the dungeon master less work to do, hopefully. So 22 is going to hit 5 damage. Second claw is 13, still misses, so 5 damage. Morden. Yeah, so he's gonna pivot on the spot and he's gonna cast Cone of Cold, which I really wanted to do before, but I'm gonna do it now on these two gargoyles. So to be Constitution saving through. First one fails. Pardon me. Second one fails. So they both fail. That's not bad. He does 44 points of damage to both. Happy?
You've redeemed yourself, Dave.
for the whole campaign. It's yeah. He because he is a mage at the end of the day. He's gonna move there. Is probably the safest place for him. He's gonna keep his staff held high so people can still see. That takes us to Gargoyle G. Where are you, fella, my lad?
Bottom right.
Thanks, dude. So he's going to attack the injured guard first. Injured guard dodges the first attack. The claw attack is a natural 20. I have a feeling. Vernon's exactly what he was on as he dies. Screaming. Van Richten is going to yeah, he's going to use his sword cane again then. So he's very stately, Van Richten, with this sword cane. He's just dush, dush, trying to slap these gargoyles about the side of the head.
His sword and cane.
Nice. So for yeah, his second attack rolled a natural 1. Brungrik.
Brungrik's going to charge over to these two non-engaged gargoyles and take
Okay.
a swing at B.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
15 is exactly what you need to hit a gargoyle.
So that's 14. 19, 21 points of damage.
How does that one die?
So as he runs across the room, he just drops the sword down as it skirts along the stone floor, and then just one big uppercut cuts it in two. And then as a bonus action, he's going to growl at the other gargoyles, try and intimidate it into attacking him.
Okay, sure. I'll give you that for free. Gargoyle E is going to attack. You roll it if you want, mate.
I did, it was a 4.
Sweet. Right, now going to need his claw. Claw works. That's maximum damage 8. That guard is dead. Thinning them out, gents. Thinning them out. Esmeralda's turn. Yeah, she's going to step into flanking against the gargoyle. Esmeralda knows what she's about. These rapier attacks of hers are pretty thick and fast. That's with advantage.
Do you think there's an equivalent to being racist to NPCs? Because I feel this is what Dave's kind of being at the minute.
Natural 20. Why aren't you rolling? Oh, I think I've got too much on my screen. 6. 6 and 13 is 19.
I think we need to have a new rule, you know, whenever an NPC dies, or like a playable NPC, we have to write a little bit of an obituary for them.
Well, we've got to write 6 obituaries then.
So guard 3. What time are we? Right, guard 3 is going to disengage, and he's going to run. Actually, he's not going to disengage. He's just going to, in a blind panic, run. I'm going to put him.
Wow, Dave. Just wow.
There. And the reason for this, so I've got 1, 2, potentially 3 attacks against him. So it doesn't matter what. So 1. Oh, it's a natural 20. He could just die Die bleeding, so he's taking 9. Second attack. Misses. Last attack. 22. 12. Yeah. Oh, he dies screaming just there. Okay. Yeah. Here's what it is. I know. I can see you shaking your head, Sam. I'll see. He's going to attack you, Sam. First attack is a 10.
No,
And then a natural 1.
definitely not.
Okay.
I feel like you should just kill that gargoyle for that natural one.
Okay, that takes us back to Damian.
So there's 2. I've got A and E by me, haven't I?
Yes.
Let's unleash the blood whip again. Just makes most sense to yeet A. So let's go for it. That's 20 to hit
Yep.
for 10 points of damage.
Against
hit.
A, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Second one was a natural 1.
Yeah. Harsh.
Let's go for another cheeky little unarmed strike on it. For a second natural 1? What the fuck?
Get them out of the way, Jake.
That's me done.
I do.
I've rolled exceptionally bad this game.
Yeah. I would like us to homebrew a rule for natural 1, you know. But I don't want it to be harsh. I don't know. Lewis, Barwolf's turn.
There is like a natural 1 table, isn't there, for like outcomes that can happen when you roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could go with simple things like you drop your weapon or your bowstring snaps, or do you know what I mean? You could have things like that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Well, your bowstring snaps, that takes your... I mean, for Lewis, that pretty much takes him out of the combat for a lot of it.
Or you do an acrobatic roll and you accidentally give yourself testicular torsion. That'd be 8.
Testicular torsion.
I don't think it would be Ace, Lewis. I think it would be the polar opposite of Ace.
Right, where was I? I'll have a go at Gargoyle G, I think.
Okay.
Can I do my sharpshooter thing on this as well,
Sure.
please?
Yes. Yes, you're old school sharpshooter, aren't you?
31 to hit, natural 20.
Right. So crit damage
is,
plus 10.
13, 23, 24.
24 is exactly what he's on.
Fair enough. I'll just... where is it?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay. The gargoyle turns and looks at him and gets testicular torsion and blows up.
Shot him in the nuts.
And then I'll have a go at Gargoyle A. I'll do the sharpshooter again, just for shits and gigs.
Go for it.
Well.
16 hits.
16.
Yeah.
Cool.
So whatever this is, plus 10 plus d6.
19.
19.
22.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Valkyn.
I shall move towards Goggle A.
Yep.
Got to look at them and bro beans, Damian, and
Mhm.
yeah, rinse and repeat.
Go for it.
Magical dagger or a 25 to hit.
Okay. I think he is within realms of you being able to kill him, so 10 plus.
And plus 25.
25 damage, that'll do it. How does he die?
Same as last time, mate. Runs, is on his knees like a 3-year-old at a disco, wooden disco.
Nice.
It jumps up, strikes me in the forehead, cross-eyed,
Okay.
crumbles to the floor.
Nice. Anything else?
I might as well have a swing it. Actually, have I got a crossbow on this bonus action? I do. Yeah, I'll have a crossbow shot at Gargoyle.
E, yeah. 16, yeah, that'll hit.
Gargoyle C. Sorry, not E.
C, okay, yeah.
For 5 points of damage.
He was on 1.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Pain in the nuts.
Nice. I'm assuming that that's your turn then, Andy?
Yes, mate, it is.
Yeah. So, Mordenkainen's just going to cast a firebolt. Oh, he misses. Oh, well. So, Van Richten... You got the movement? He has got the move. He can't flank though, so he's got the movement to get to there. Let's just do as much as we can. There you are. Yeah, you get the impression Van Richten is very much holding back. He's, from what he's told you, he's going to be more of a support. Go on then, Sam. You've got a chance.
Charges
Flank
in.
him. Yep.
Yup.
He's too busy flanking.
So much flanking. Bunch of flankers, you lot. Okay,
All the flanking.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Yep.
14 plus whatever this is. 22 points of damage, Dave.
Sweet. Anything else?
Bonus action again. Growls, try and intimidate him to get to him. To attack him.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Arr.
Yeah, why not? So against Brungrik, 15.
Nope.
No, and 15 misses. Esmeralda's going to try and step up. She got 30. Nice. Yeah, she can't get into a flank. You know what? I think she's got a fireball. Let's do a fireball. Yeah. Yes, she has got a firebolt. Oh. 8 misses. Damian, your chance then. Jake.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
He's still got a bit of
close,
minerals. But yeah.
He's got some minerals, has he?
Yeah, he has.
Let's go for a crack on him. No more failures. Wonderful. That's a 30 to hit
Yes.
for 13 points of damage.
He's got less minerals now.
That's a 23 to hit
Yeah.
with 14 points of damage.
Which was exactly what he was on.
I think on that note, I will use the
Bombshell.
blood whip, wrap it around his ankle, crack it really hard, but like almost like the sound wave that's produced like starts to shatter the stone, and it just like manifests up as he crumbles to bits.
Nice. Okay. So now all returns to silence as Mordenkainen He sort of secures the light spell around his staff. He was sort of floating around a bit willy-nilly, but now it's properly locked in. Just checking, Esmeralda will also cast light, so I'm going to put a light spell on her as well.
What, can we not just touch the sconces and set them on fire again like you do in Baldur's Gate? No?
Sure.
Does not
Is there
work?
any of these gods that can be saved or stabilised, Dave?
No, mate. I'm gonna do the whole once an NPC has died, they die. If he dies, he dies.
Racist.
I mean, the other thing is that I could always pull the sun sword out for a bit of light.
Yeah, sound. Also, Van Richten can cast light as well, so I'm gonna give him. Spell, so plenty of light spells going on now.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
I've got some spells for days.
Where are we?
Cast light on you,
You what?
just in case. Do you want me to cast a light on you, just in case?
I mean, I've got the sun sword.
Are you going to be using it now?
Well, I've pulled it out
Using
for
the blood-
now.
Using the blood wet.
Well, I just thought, like, for range at that point in time, it was helpful.
Okay.
But we've got all the people that are with us that are going to benefit from having light as well, aren't they? So, but yeah, I think. Shall we have a listen at the door?
Yeah. Before I listen at the door, Dave, I'm going to give myself guidance.
Sure.
Fucking hell. 17 overall.
I got 21 for my perception check.
Oh, okay, righto. Through the double doors, you hear no sounds. Just, well, you do. You hear the wind and the rain, but nothing seems to be moving.
Is there any is there like a lock on the door or anything that I might be able to peep through?
No. I'm going to say
Can I burn a hole in it with a sun sword?
nice.
All right,
Can you? I was going to say, can you Qui-Gon the door? Yeah, if you want to.
I'm probably going to leave it because if there is something in there, it's going to obviously draw attention to us at the moment. And if
You don't want them to send out the droidicars.
the droidicars.
Are we going to end the session with opening the door, or should we save it till next time?
Yeah, fuck it. Open the door.
Right. I've sort of I've set you out in a sort of in a formation. Yeah, actually, probably Valkyn. I did all of you, didn't I? Let's give you
Or I
the
change a
room.
habit of a lifetime.
Okay, 14. This grand hall is choked with dust and stretches into the darkness ahead. Webs hang from the arched ceiling like drapes, and life-size statues of knights line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch you.
Yeah, let's close the doors.
I wonder if we go downstairs and see if we can go down to the mausoleum. If there is a mausoleum.
So, the only other thing I would say to you, if I'll just take... actually, no, I'm going to leave you there. I'm really dodge about the scale of this. I'm going to look into the scale of Castle Ravenloft another time, because that looks ridiculously big, doesn't it? Grid. I've got each of these squares. That's like 10 by 10.
10 by 10, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no. I think it's right. I'm sure I must have worked it out at some point. But your torchlight ends there, even if you can see a little bit further.
So I can see up to about 60 feet, I think, in dark.
Okay, so we're just shy of 10:30. If we're happy, we'll leave it there and continue on next time. I've managed to kill all 27 or drive off all 27 of your guards so far, but I haven't done any damage to you guys or the Barovia 3, and I believe you still have all of your resources intact.
I used up one of my rage.
You've used up one of your rage, yeah. Mordenkainen has used a 5th level spell slot.
I ain't saying nothing.
Did you attempt steely-eyed then, Jake?
Yeah.
It's a good job.
I don't trust these DMs.
It's a good job Lars is not, is it? Right, okay, so
Might have been a bit moist.
yeah, we'll pick it up next